the more Google reviews you have, the more it enhances your marketing success. So this comes into play in terms of dropping PPO plans for two reasons. When you're out of network with PPO plans, in order to attract patients, new patients, you've got to give them a reason to choose your office. You got to give them a reason to choose you. And today, one of the ways you can give them a reason to choose you is to stack the deck with lots of 5-star love letter Google reviews. Because when people find you, they'll go to those reviews and they'll read those. And in essence, you'll be using the voice of your patients to give new patients a reason to come visit your practice. So if you've been sort of lackluster on your Google reviews, or like we often see, is you're on it for a little while and then you forget about it, then you get on it and you forget about it. It's inconsistent. It's time to get serious about Google reviews. So I'm going to walk through, again, a 5-step process that you can apply tomorrow on getting serious about Google reviews. Obviously we want those reviews in Google. So have one of your team members show up to the morning huddle with the email addresses of everybody who's on your schedule that day. You can pull that from your practice management software. So step 1, email address of every patient on your schedule day. Step 2, highlight those names that have a Gmail address. Those people have a Gmail address because they have to have a Gmail address to write a Google review. Number 3, look at the people that have a Gmail address and identify those that you flat out know would write a 5-star review. You flat out know. When in doubt, don't include them. But maybe you have 5 patients today that have a Google Gmail address, and maybe 3 of those you absolutely know would write a rave review. Next, identify who is going to ask each one of those patients for a review. You don't want every one of your team members to ask, and you also don't want everybody to assume that someone else is going to do it. So let's say your first patient's name is Maria, and we know she's going to write a 5-star Google review. Then ask the team, hey, who would like to ask Maria for a review? So we go through that with each one of the names. And finally, step 5, print out a little instruction sheet for the patient on how to write a Google review. If you'd like to know, get some ideas for how to write that, just go to YouTube and write, how do I write a Google review? And pull up the first video, watch it, write down the 4 or 5 steps, and then print out a little instruction sheet. So when your team member asks Maria, she can say, I took the liberty here of giving you a little cheat sheet on how to write a Google review. Hey, thanks in advance. We sure appreciate it. So there you go. Well, first simple thing you can do, get serious about Google reviews.